What is good? This is Archangel Raphael. I was just doing a little bit of earthing for like a solid minute. It is too cold for me to continue. But what's good, y'all? This is Archangel Raphael, aka Jesus Christ, Buddha, Krishna, Muhammad, as well as other such known deities in and out the body. And as well as usual, I'm here to carry out God's will, authority, purity, and essence. Since this is a little too cold, my feet are freezing off, I'm gonna go ahead and do this on a balcony. Put my socks on real quick and finish off this video. But this is gonna be a really really to the point video because the weather's calling for it, and I'm all up for it. So as I put these socks on, yeah, this day specifically, what I'm receiving intuitively is to really speak upon what moving in the right direction of life exactly entails, and why choosing a life path full of life-giving elements is that much more gift-giving in comparison to that which takes away and that which kills off everything that you hold to value and dear to yourself. So what that basically means is, why do you value the things in your life that bring you life? Because when you think about it, when you start to think about it, when you begin to eat them fruits and vegetables, they give you so much life. As soon as you put that steak or that chicken in your mouth, you immediately begin to feel like a cog in the machine. You start to feel like just down in death, like you may need something else to even bring that state of life that you once had within yourself to that same place again. You might feel like you need external vices, or when I say vices, I'm really talking about anything that makes you feel happy, that is external based, and that'll in turn fuck up your manifestations, because when you immediately have that solemn gift giving and strength to carry all the way through, to focus on that which brings you life, you begin to start seeing things manifesting in your favor and going in your way. But only the energy, you start to see the energy of it, because God works in mysterious ways. So God literally reveals to you through yourself exactly what you already know. So you are God, because we are all God together. So we make up God, what God is, the idea of God, everything God represents. But we have been put in a state of illusion because of religion and what things we were led to believe, that God is some higher force and deity outside of ourselves, which is not true. So bringing it back to ourselves again, right? We know what gives us strength. We know what gives us life. We know the values in which we hold dear to ourselves that will carry us all the way through onto prospering spiritually on the other side, and in turn manifesting things to go in our light direction and our light path, and totally fulfilling. I actually don't even want to step out onto the balcony because it is strong. It's a very strong cold wind breeze that I don't really feel like I want to be in the presence of right now. So I'm glad I did take a few steps out in the grass though, because I definitely needed that. Because earthing daily is that important. It's that important for your spiritual health and your mental health, and for grounding, because it's all interconnected. We think that, mental health is something outside of your spiritual health, but it's all interconnected, you see, because once you start making the right decisions to bring life-giving elements into your life, you're going to promote life and generate life, and you're going to start to manifest things in that favor that are attracted to your life, because you appreciate and love life so much to you want to ingest and put everything in your body that gives you more life instead of taking away life. Okay? So, and sometimes we utilize things of like maybe, processed foods, or, contributing towards the element of death, but we may utilize those things in order to connect and relate with people who are doing such and the same. So it's important to not get overweight or outweighed and lost in that, to the point where you lose sight and hindsight in which that gives you life and that promotes life. So you always want to come back to your inner knowingness and your strength, and that which gives you everything that you're asking for. So without elaborating too much more, on that, which I have made my point. Life generating tips, right? Life generating tips, because this is gonna give your manifestations everything that you've been asking for, because it's generated from within. Once you start making the life promoting decisions and you start feeling the energy coming back in favor to your heart, to God's will, because you empathically, intuitively feel that it's wrong to kill. Because when you kill, you start to witness things coming in your life in the form of death. You start to kill off things that you love. You start to witness things manifesting that you love getting killed, because you're the one choosing. You're the one with the light. You see, you're the one with the power. You're the one with the gifts, and you're choosing a path which is bringing you more death. When you have the strength and the power to choose life. So then, once you start to witness things, manifesting things in your favor and going in this righteous direction and coming more in alignment with more life-promoting things, because you're now choosing it, you have to be strong in that moment, because to carry all the way through means to stick with your gut, stick with your sword, and hold it tight and hold it dearly, and to know what is right, what is wrong. And as the most powerful archangel, Raphael, because this is what Ra is, and that's how the High of Horus they have copied from me. This is the element of the sun promoting the life, the sun shining the radiance of the life, because what is vampiric, what is death of essence, does not belong in my household, does not belong in my intuitive place of my temple at all. And anything that represents that, promotes that into that deathly place, I immediately start pushing away spiritually out of my life, because there might be spiritual beings that might have powers and abilities to come into your life and give you these ideas and these notions of somehow bringing you into alignment with your purpose and your gifts, but they actually, you start to notice that these beings take it away, and they have these gifts and they have these abilities, but they start to take away, they start to hinder, they start hurt, manifestations start going in the negative, and your life will start to spiral down. And then it is that much important for you to come back to yourself and do that shadow work, because when you've allowed yourself to be connected with such beings that have put you in a low place, you have to do that shadow work, in which you have surrendered and essentially gave up your powers and your gifts and your abilities to these beings outside of yourself, to take in whichever way in which they've deemed correct, which was unjust and unrighteous. So then you have to do the shadow work, and you really come back to yourself and come to the self-realization of, why did I allow myself to be in this space? Why did I allow myself to give them? And then when you do this work, you come back to yourself. You come back to your own power. You come back to your own divinity. You come back to your own righteousness. And things will start to manifest in your favor, because you will manifest that relationship you was looking for. You will manifest all the things you was asking for in yourself into another person and other people around you, because you stuck with your sword and you stayed strong, and you went all the way through to the other side, in which you could get to these things, which you could have the ability to generate this life-giving principle and element that you have within yourself. Okay, but you have to be strong. You have to notice that when things in the energetic field of reality are moving in a life-giving, promoting, good direction, you have to carry it all the way through, because you have to realize you make up God with everyone else. So you're going to manifest these things. You're going to create these things. You have the strength. You have the ability. And it's not the other way around. It's not something outside of yourself. It's not God somewhere up in the heavens. And then we start asking the question, where is God? Where are you, God? It's right here. Even that, right? I made a choice to, yes, I accept that, which is the mucus inside of myself, because that is the thing that's healing. That is the thing that's gonna cleanse out the thing that I no longer need in my body. But since you're spitting and you're getting it out, you're really getting rid of the life digesting and life promoting essence that your body actually contributes to heal, which I have now come to the realization of after being in the space of surrendering myself to these certain spiritual beings outside of myself, to take me in a path of basically being lesser. And now that I know that I have the strength, now that I know I have the ability, I have taken my sword back, and I'm holding tight and dearly, because not only am I witnessing the manifestations of my innate God will and abilities within myself, I'm seeing it reflect in every person, everyone, every situation all around me. So it's a very beautiful thing, and it's a very prosperous and endeavoring opportunity that we are all gifted together. So don't feel down, don't feel bad just because things have spiraled outside because of your own strength and your own ability to hold tight and dearly to that which you value, and to be righteous, and to be very good in knowing. Don't let go of that which you know is to be right, because maybe you're going through those things to strengthen your ability to know who you are, to value yourself into a certain ability, that which you can do these righteous things without losing yourself, without giving yourself into something else that you know that is not you. And because there's lots of spiritual beings I'm witnessing are doing the righteous thing, are doing the rightful thing, but they're giving themselves up. They're losing themselves in the process of doing this rightful thing, and they're manifesting certain things in their life. They're going in their favor, but they're also losing themselves in the process. They're also they might manifest success, and they might be very well off, but they something inside of themselves has put them into this demonic field of reality in which somehow they can't quite grasp what is right and what is wrong anymore, because they stepped into radical action of doing life fulfilling actions, but they lose something in the process of that. They lose the truth. So it's important to know that righteousness is self-initiated. It's self-created. It's a reason why you feel those things. But to lose yourself in a place where you no longer start to see the value and importance of your own contribution, of realizing that you're the one who created this thing, not the other way around, not something outside of yourself in the world that gifted you with these things. You're the one who put yourself in the position, into the seat, into the throne of your own inner fulfillment, to bring your, even you could say, your desires into a place of righteousness. Because your desires are you. Your desires are not something to look at as the 7 deadly sins. Your desires are not something to look down upon as this is something that's killing me, this is something that's harming me, this is something that's hurting me. You have your desires because it is a part of you. It is you. It is not separate from you. And your desires should only serve your righteousness. Your desires should serve these things, not the other way around. Not your righteousness serving your desires, because and that in turn will put you in a place of confusion and lack and disillusionment, to where you can no longer see the truth anymore that is all within yourself. You from birth, you originally desired something. You desired something which was rightful for yourself and for those around you. You desired this thing, and then you wanted to be righteous to serve this desire. Okay, remember that. You wanted to be righteous to serve this desire in a higher formation, in a higher unveilment. You didn't want to see this desire take you in a place of self-destruction. You wanted to see this desire bring you in a place of higher fortitude. So you had to bring yourself into alignment and strengthen yourself from inside out. And you had to go through these experiences that were detrimental, in essence, to bring you to the truth of your desire that was already innocent and pure in nature, from birth given, from childlike states of nature. And you had to promote this the righteous way. So remember that, okay? It's not the desire that's the bad thing to look at. It's the desire that you had to put into that righteous field of reality, to unveil into the prosperous element. Not you trying to be righteous to attain the desire, because that's backwards, okay? Because then you start to, formulate desires that are not your own. You start to come into satanic and life-losing elements instead of life-promoting elements. So just remember that. You have the power. You make up God, because everyone else does as well. So once you reclaim your sword, reclaim your power, you can then be in a position to lead your own life and others into this prosperous element of life-promoting, life-giving, because you're taking action on yourself and you're building it from your own temple. Because you're not separate from your temple. You reside in your throne, you reside in your temple, and then you build it. And then it starts to manifest, and then it starts to create. And you pick up on the energies, and you just move forward with it, because you know it. You know the energies. You created the energies. And as well as usual, peace, love, and enlightenment. You have everything you need right within you.